Michael Swygert was born in Hammond, Indiana on the Illinois-Indiana border near Chicago. His father, a federal judge, spent 19 years at the district court, then 27 years at the U.S. 7th Circuit Court of Appeals in Chicago. His brother Bobby was born crippled and died at age 12, leaving Mike to grow up as an only child. When Mike was 11, he and his mother Midge and father Luther moved to a log home in a secluded spot in the Indiana Dunes. Mike went away to a private boarding school for high school, the Wayland Academy in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. It was here that he realized the impact that great teaching can have on a person's life. Mike attended Carleton College, where he excelled in the classes he enjoyed and pushed other academics aside to manage a student journal, The Inquirer. He left Carleton and 1 month later met his future wife, Diane, on a blind date. Mike asked Diane to marry him in downtown Chicago. The couple married in 1961, celebrating 57 years of marriage in 2018. After Diane and Mike married, he took a job as a newspaper reporter in Fort Wayne, Indiana, before being accepted to Valparaiso University in the fall of 1962. He excelled at Valparaiso, where he obtained his undergraduate degree, was the first editor-in-chief of the Law Review, and graduated first in his law class in 1967. He received a Master of Laws degree from Yale Law School in 1968. Diane helped put Mike through law school, working as a legal secretary. After graduating, Mike took a job with a law firm in Chicago, where he had an opportunity to work on an antitrust dispute regarding General Telephone Company versus AT&T. He was drawn to teaching and in 1971 became an assistant professor at Valparaiso Law and later a law professor at DePaul University in Chicago. He also successfully settled a heated teachers' strike in Indianapolis that led to a series of effective arbitration and mediation cases in several states. He spent 3 years working on a case that went to the Supreme Court concerning a power company attempting to build a nuclear power plant near the city of Chicago. Former Stetson Dean Richard Dillon invited Professor Swygert to be a visiting professor at Stetson, and he fell in love with the campus. Joining the Stetson Faculty in 1979, Professor Swygert loved working with students and authored and co-authored several articles and books. One groundbreaking statistical piece regarding tenured professors was cited by the New York Times. A prolific writer, he co-authored the definitive history book, Florida's First Law School, A History of Stetson University College of Law, with the late Dean Gary Voss. He also wrote a book about Professor William Reese Smith, Jr., namesake of Stetson's William Reese Smith Courtroom. He wrote an extensive history book for the 125th anniversary of Valparaiso Law, where he directed the Law School National Council and started the Swygert Moot Court competition in honor of his late father. Professor Swygert has won several awards, including the Homer and Dolly Hand Award for Excellence in Research at Stetson Law, teaching awards from Emory and Wake Forest, and Valparaiso University. Professor Swygert and Diane have 2 sons, Jeffrey, born in 1967, and Gregory, born in 1977. Jeff is a financial planner, and Greg is an attorney. Both of his sons have 2 daughters. Diane went to the University of South Florida to complete her bachelor's degree, summa cum laude, in English literature at the age of 51. Professor Swygert was invited to be on the faculty at several universities. Among the most exciting experiences of his academic career was his time at Cambridge University, when he was invited to visit as a research scholar. Several Stetson colleagues were subsequently invited to visit at Cambridge University. He and Diane lived for 2 summers in Menton in the French Riviera. For the past 10 years, the Swygerts have split their time between a home in Indiana and Florida. He and his wife have visited more than 60 countries on 7 continents. Their latest trip was a 2-week adventure in Norway. He feels privileged to have found a teaching career that was a wonderful fit and a wife and family who changed his life. Michael I. Swygert is now a member of the Stetson University College of Law Hall of Fame.